people of Earth an ideal to strive towards. They will race behind you. They will stumble. They will fall. But in time, they will join you in the sun. In time, you will help them accomplish wonders.
I think it's helping immensely. It helps in the sense that it's, reminding people there's such a thing as a comic book. That these characters like the Avengers and Iron Man, they exist somewhere else. Go find one. Now, do they come to a shop? Or do they go to Amazon, mycomicshop.com? Do they just go to the app store and download it? Or do they come into a store and buy?
Continually changing. This could leave 11,000 people unemployed and 400 stores across the country empty, leaving Barnes & Nobles to be the last standing national book chain. And of course, you've got Amazon.com selling those ebooks too, so that's where the competition appears to stand now that Border is out of the race. Back to you.
If I need to fix it, then we'll have some establishing there.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
There's a piece of something falling off there.
that bodes well.
Good boy. Good boy. How can you be tired? It's 6 o'clock. 7 o'clock.
We're doing a battery.
45 minutes.
Oh, plenty of time.
It's only got one battery, so it's not.
See, I don't know what's going to happen with digital. I mean, it's a paper industry. I mean, ask the New York Times how they feel about digital. Ask the Wall Street Journal how they feel about it. I mean, they're publishing online. I mean, they've cut their subscription rate. I mean, their subscribers. They don't do home delivery on certain days. It's ridiculous. Comics can't be far behind. As soon as they, I just hope he doesn't hump. That would be embarrassing. Get it on video, though.
An entirely different documentary.
He does that. Sound like a doomsayer, but I think it'll mean a transformation of the comic book store. I mean, I don't know what a comic book shop is going to look like in 10 years. I have no idea if they'll even exist. To be honest with you, because I don't know that this will even be printed anymore. So much more you can do digitally, and it's cross promotional. It's across all platforms. You go from your iPhone to your iPad. It's something you download to your iPhone. You can take it up, sync it with your iPad. It's how does print compete with that? I don't think it does. The only thing it's going to save you is people that want to collect it, people that want to have a physical copy. What it is the first Saturday in May, there are anywhere from, depending on the size of the shop and depending on how many titles that said shop brings in, there's 35 to 75 different books that are free for the public to come in and just take. It's kind of cool. I want people taking like 20. Yeah. That is the perfect amount.
Still working on it. Spider-Man. I feel like you're missing the feel of the comic, because when I get a new comic, I'm like, yeah, and I can look at it and I can like open it and I can touch it and feel it. If I'm on the iPod or on something digital, I'm flipping through pages, but it's just not the same thing. Like, it's not as exciting to me as like actually having the pages in my hand.
For sure, it's like in a digital format, it's so much harder, it seems like, to get a new thing and commit to something, and when you can just come into a shop and grab something any day, and you might not even know it exists, and you just find it.
Holding the book in your hands, being able to page through it, just the smell of old comics when you come into a shop like this. Those are things that are really going to be lost. I appreciate digital for what it is. I know it brings something to the table that that comics wouldn't have otherwise, but I do feel there is a lot of loss that's going along with the move away from tradition to digital.
First couple of years I did it, there was some confusion that they thought it was any comic book in the store, so we had to kind of educate the masses when they came in, but that booth was fun. How many times do you have to tell somebody, just take one, please? One copy, guys, of each. People walking out here, grown-ass men walking out here with 50 free comic books in front of a 4-year-old kid. It's like, dude, you're not leaving one for this guy.
Hey guys, what do you think of free comic day?
Awesome. Very awesome. My favorite day at the comic store.
Me too.
Plastic Man behind you.
Where's Plastic Man?
Oh,
way back there. Way back
yeah.
there.
Kind of looks like Bruce Campbell.
Who's Bruce Campbell?
But I don't know if there are, fathers teaching their sons to collect comics. I don't think there's any kind of history of that. Comics have always been disposable. They've always been a kind of a disposable medium. It's like
Magazines.
dad buys a comic book for the kid to keep him quiet in the car, or you goes into the comic book store, grabs him an Archie comic or something like that. So here you go, and then they go home and read it, and they forget about it. They're off going outside playing or whatever. It's disposable. I don't know, because is it worth saving? I guess is the first answer, or the first, I guess, answer that with a question. Is it worth saving? Is it something we want to continue to do? Or is it just easier to just go digital and let everything go over to digital and just keep collecting our old stuff? I don't know that there is a way to save it, to be honest. Unless, we free comic book day. That's a big deal. Hey, look, there's this thing called comics and they're free for today. But then they realize they've got to, if they want to keep doing it, it's $3, it's $4, it's a $15 trade. It's, and then someone discovers that there's a torrent online that's got every issue of Uncanny X-Men. Hey, I could just read these on my computer at home. So I don't know if there's a way to save it. I think we might be, I don't know, sound like a doomsayer if I do that. The end is nigh, Rorschach out there with the sign, but we've definitely turned a corner, Hopefully they'll keep going. But it's going to be hard. It's definitely going to be tough to keep the print media alive. Hard to say.